Hi, this is Joe Androulis coming to you from Amsterdam at this year's Integrated Systems Europe Conference. We're delighted to have you here if you can make it. If you're at home, then I want to give you a quick tour of what we're showing here at the conference. So we're going to do a quick booth tour. We begin at our entrance at our Modero X counter. The Modero X, of course, is our award-winning line of touch panel devices. We're doing this at lunch where we had hoped we'd have some lower crowds, but you can see the traffic is still quite impressive. Everybody's very, very interested to see the Modero X line. One of the new offerings we're showing this year is our elegant handset. The elegant handset complements the Modero X panel and allows you to make voice over IP calls directly through the panel. So it can be used as a conference phone or for private help desk connectivity as needed within your conference space. Let's walk around the other side and show one new addition to the Modero X product family. Here's a small addition that has a significant impact. So you see that we've got a new little LED indicator on the side of the 4-inch panels. This is used so that this can be mounted outside of a conference room as a calendar display to show when the room is occupied. But what's great is that you can see these LEDs all the way down the hall, so you don't have to go to each conference room to know whether it's occupied. As the room changes state, the LED changes color to indicate whether the room is in use. A small feature, but it can have a very important impact. Lastly, in the Modero X line, we've introduced a new series of mounts that allow all of the Modero X family to be mounted within a rack wherever you need touch panel connectivity directly in that rack mount format. Let's continue our tour to the switching section. As we enter the switching section of the booth, you'll see the first thing we encounter is the DVX all-in-one presentation switcher line. This product family has been tremendously popular. The DVX incorporates all the components necessary to fully automate a conference room in one convenience unit, eliminating the cost and complexity of integrating individual units. So within the DVX, you have a switcher, a controller, an audio amplifier, mixer, and other important features necessary to control a conference room. The DVX comes in a variety of different form factors and model numbers, each of which has been sized to satisfy the needs of different sized conference spaces. Let's continue on. Along in the switching section of the AMX booth, we encounter the DGX Digital Media Presentation Switcher Station. The DGX line is AMX's line of presentation switcher, or digital media switchers, that, like the presentation switchers, not only incorporates a full-up matrix switcher, but an AMX controller as well. New this year, we've added more powerful power supplies to the line. DGX provides power to our DX Link transmitters and receivers, AMX's solution for long-distance transport over category cable. With the new high-powered power supplies, you can power more DX Link transmitter and receiver pairs, up to 23. So in most installation, an external power supply will never be required. In those occasions when it is required, however, we've introduced a new power supply to power DX Link devices. This unit will power both a transmitter and a receiver through the single device, making powering your DX Link devices simple and straightforward. Lastly, AMX has introduced a new chassis to complement the family of DGX switchers. So we now introduce the DGX8, an 8x8 digital media switcher chassis. It's the exact same function and features as the 16 and the 32, just in a smaller package. The form factor matches that of the DGX16, uses the same cards, it's just available now at a lower cost, having removed the circuitry necessary to host the additional cards. If you know the DGX16, you know the DGX8. Along the back wall of the booth, we've mounted 3 separate Genius bars, areas where you can experience some of the AMX's award-winning software solutions that complement our control systems. First in line is Rapid Project Maker. Rapid Project Maker is a revolutionary system that permits users, dealers and end users, to configure a full AMX solution without any programming. It uses a wizard-style interface that allows users to select the components necessary to automate a conference room and to fully configure those devices without opening up a programming tool. RPM is just about to release version 1.4, and our version 1.4 adds a couple of important new features, including support for our MPLS, Multi-Preview Live systems, scheduling, and video feeds from Vision 2 IP television system from AMX. Next to the RPM station is a station that lets you experience a new tool we've developed, and which will be available in the second half of 2013, Driver Design. Driver Design is a simple tool that allows dealers and manufacturers to create AMX-compatible modules or drivers that allow an AMX control system to fully control those devices without requiring those devices' drivers be developed by AMX. This saves time and is very, very convenient. When you have a device for which a device driver is not currently available, you can develop your own in mere minutes using Driver Design. And last along the Genius Bar is RMS, our solution for managing your entire AV solution over the internet. RMS, or Resource Management Suite, is a network-based application that allows you to monitor and control all of your AMX systems, including their power consumption, which is very important for sustainability goals these days. One new product that complements the RMS and your control system line is our room occupancy sensor. The room occupancy sensor is new in that it now supports European frequencies, so all our European customers can take advantage of its capabilities. With the room or occupancy sensor, you can detect activity within a space and use that activity to generate alerts and macro functionality within RMS. Let's continue into the interior of the booth. One of the first stations within the interior of the booth that you'll encounter is TP Control. TP Control is one of our partners that allows AMX control systems to be controlled via an iPad, an Android device, and new this year, a Windows 8 device. Windows 8 will be available in the next release of the software, and a new feature that will also be supported is support for sub-paging from an AMX control interface. Continuing on, you can encounter a display that describes some of AMX's digital media solutions, Vision 2 IP television, and Inspired Signage digital signage solutions. These media feeds are now available to be directed into an RPM-based installation and can be programmed and configured right within RPM. And last on our tour, we find AMX's architectural connectivity solutions. The Hydroport family of products is a modular family of connectivity solutions that allow users to select those modules necessary to provide the type of connections that they wish to have in their room. The system is available in either a pop-up format or in a flush mount table format. Inside you can populate it with the modules necessary for your room functionality, including power, control, and connectivity. That concludes our tour. Thank you for joining us. If you're here at ISE, I hope you take the time to visit AMX. If you cannot make it to Amsterdam, then we invite you to visit us at amx.com, where you can find information on all the products we've described here, as well as many other AMX solutions. Thank you.